Welcome everybody to episode 51 of A to Z Sports Talk. We're back once again on this Friday morning, even though this is a Wednesday when we're filming.
Yeah,
So I had to think about that for a second. But we have
Wednesday
baseball
night.
today, college football, NFL. It's our what'd you call it? Preview
The
episode.
preview.
The preview. But yeah, I'm
You
looking forward to
won't you
that.
won't hear any better analysis than right here.
Yeah, exactly. How you doing, Zach?
I'm very tired. The workout class today sucked. Um, because there was usually there's this guy who does it, and he did it on Monday, and it was like all a lot of shoulders and stuff. So I was like so dead. And then he wasn't here today, so there's this lady who does it, and she does like way more intense workouts. Like it's just annoying. And of course, we did a lot of shoulders again, so I'm like dead. And then
So
we
I
do like
mean,
abs at the end, which like I feel like my abs are pretty strong, but she does the ones where it's like everything that has to involve the shoulders. So like my
yeah,
shoulders are
yeah,
like
yeah.
falling off.
So do they not like communicate? Like, does she not know what he does?
I don't know. It was kind of like we did like legs, and it was like kind of total all body really.
Yeah,
That's how the
sounds
majority of them are.
that's tough though. You're getting in
Yeah,
that
it is.
you getting in that wedding shape.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
When was I not in the wedding shape?
That's awesome. But yeah, we got baseball.
How are
Did you
you,
see?
AJ?
I'm okay. I just told you off camera here. I came off that night shift and my classes, so I'm pretty exhausted. Even though I slept probably
You know
five
you
six
could
hours.
what if you just do like a shift like after your classes till like 7 at night?
They have a 3 to 11,
Jesus.
and I know that's probably
Don't
the worst
work
one.
for Planet Fitness.
Yeah, I know. I mean, the overnight's not bad, because it's pretty chill. You do have some weird. I mean, I just don't want it done at one night, but you have some weird people come in for sure at that
Oh, I
time.
bet.
I got This is actually pretty funny. I'm sitting there like 2:30 in the morning. No one's come in for like an hour. Kind of just chilling, and then somebody comes in with Taco Bell, DoorDash, and I'm like, what? And I'm like, he dropped it off at the counter and started walking away, and I said, oh, I think you have the wrong place, and he said the name was Hannah Y. I was like, Hannah bought me Taco Bell.
So you're eating Taco Bell at 2 in the morning?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I didn't prepare well enough. I didn't pack food or anything, which I need to start doing. But
Yeah, I couldn't
yeah,
do that.
yeah, I got to get
No.
used to it for sure. I'm definitely, as you guys know, and you'd know for sure, I'm definitely a night owl. But um, there's something different about just sitting there and then having the sunrise and stuff like that. It's tough, especially with classes the next morning. That's pretty brutal. Because I mean, my classes go until noon. So I mean, I literally don't
Are
sleep
they
for
all
like
in
28
person?
hours. Two of them, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. The
Nice.
rest are on all online. But yeah, just trying to finish up, grinding it out. I
Graduate in
guess
May?
April, but yeah, 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 the spring. So, um, I guess did you see it wise for me? I didn't bring any. Did you see it? Because again, filming this on a Wednesday, we have just a kind of a shorter period of time here because we filmed, I guess, 3 days ago. But we did go live, or I did, with the JUCO Bros on TikTok the other night. The how should I say it? Audience wasn't as big as what we thought it would be
Mm-hmm.
because they're at like 10.5 thousand followers now. But we also didn't we talked about it. We didn't post beforehand. Like we posted it like a week ago.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure if people were interested at all, they would have forgotten over that time frame anyway.
Yeah.
Um, but it was cool hearing their story. They wanted to kind of do it semi regularly, so we'll probably hop on with them again. Um, I did go live 2 days ago, and we had 180 people in there,
Dang.
which is pretty awesome. Yeah, and somebody was like, "You're a real one, AJ, for replying to every comment," because I literally was. I felt like I was like I think Hannah was on it, and she told me afterwards. It literally sounded like I was rapping because I was just like sliding through. But yeah, it was fun. It's
You
always
true rapper.
yeah, it's always more fun here and when there's more people because you so many different sides of things and
Yeah.
um there was one. we've had a couple haters come in. Where one came in, I think he was like talking. You have like those kid accounts that just come in, and this is actually pretty hilarious too.
Was he
I
talking
have to
bad
say
about
this.
LeBron? Can't handle
No,
the
no, no,
heat, getting a little
no.
sensitive,
We've had
triggered.
we've had a couple people say they don't like LeBron,
I
but
like those people,
MJ's their goat, and I was like, yeah, if MJ's your goat, like I told you, if MJ's your goat, I can't argue with that. It's got to be those two though.
even though you do.
And one guy was like Kobe. I was like, get out of here.
Yeah, no.
But no, some guy came in talking. I think it was like the vaccination killed the queen or something like that. And I kind of it was like the one comment I didn't it was the one comment I didn't read out loud.
Yeah,
I was like, yeah, I'll just scoot by that one. And then he said something else, kind of off sports topic. I
yeah.
was like, yeah, because somebody was like, kick this guy out of here. And so I was like, everybody say bye, Scooter, because his name was Scooter. And all
That's a sweet name.
so I muted him and blocked him, but all the comments were like there was like 15 by Scooter, by Scooter, by Scooter. It was the funniest thing. Absolutely hilarious.
That's funny.
Everybody was like W A to Z Sports Talk W. It was a lot of fun. But yeah. Do you have any did you see it? I'm sure you do.
Yeah, I do. I don't slack like you. You had like 8 hours of doing nothing.
I was about to say, yeah.
There's so much like you can like look on your phone though for that
Oh
long.
yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I got
Um,
burnt out after a while.
oh, I bet. So my, did you see it? One of they're kind of all baseball related. San Diego gave Albert and Yachty surfboards.
That was awesome.
Pretty cool.
That was really cool.
I guess Albert's was so much bigger because he's taller. I
Yeah.
guess that's all I can think of.
Yeah.
Um, the Cardinals posted a video today on Twitter, like the last inning, and it's like it hyped me up. It was like saying like Ozzy like narrated it and was like this is like the last like run kind of before like they
Mm-hmm.
get the talking about like getting like the red jacket and all that stuff,
Yeah.
which is cool. And I literally just saw this like 2 seconds ago. Joey Votto, he's out for the season. He is walking around the stands at the Reds game. He's hanging out with fans, taking selfies, signing autographs, and sitting with kids to watch with them. It's
That's
just a video. He
awesome.
has a beard. He's just sitting in the stands.
That's amazing. Do you like Joey Votto? Because I'm so torn.
He's just weird.
He's very odd. He might
Sometimes he
be.
does stuff that I think is funny. Then other stuff, I'm like, okay, you're kind of stupid, a
I know.
jerk.
I mean, he does. Yeah, he comes off very much as a jerk when he fake throws the ball into the crowd. He does that a lot. But then he does
Yeah.
stuff like that,
The
and
fake throw ones are kind of funny if they're
that's
not
true.
at home. Where like
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
like when we were in Chicago last year, Bader, he would throw it in the stands and they
Oh.
kept throwing it back. And so he would turn around and like fake it one way, and then he would just launch it out of the
Yeah.
stadium.
Yeah. 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 I'm glad you remember that because that I was dying after that.
That was awesome.
Yeah. I miss
Um,
Harry, dude. I miss Harry.
yeah, he played his first game last night and played
Uh-huh.
really good. Drove
Yeah.
in 2 runs. Two. I was actually watching it because the Cardinals play at 9 o'clock, so I watched like the first inning of the Cardinals game, then go to bed because it's so late.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't blame you.
But I guess another one of my did you see it's I tweeted out before our episode, but this will get us into baseball. But the Cardinals over the next 5 games face 4 lefties. Does Albert reach 700? That's what I tweeted out. Do you think he gets there?
So tonight's Snell, right?
Yeah, washed. No, I'm kidding. I have no
And,
idea.
and is it Mania next?
No, it's Musgrove is pitching, and then the Dodgers
Oh,
are 3 lefties. It's like Andrew Heaney, Kershaw, and then
is it Tyler
oh
Anderson?
yeah,
Okay, I'm taking. I like that better. I was kind of worried if it was like Urias as another
yeah,
lefty. I mean, I think he gets it this year. My prediction, I think he gets one. I don't think he gets one in San Diego. I think he gets one in LA, and then I think he gets it in Milwaukee. I think that's what I'm gonna roll with.
really. Milwaukee
What
has
about
two
you?
righties though.
That's true. I
So
just
like
feel
scheduled right now, like it changed because it was Mania a couple days ago for the Padres, and it changed to Musgrove.
what lefty do they have? Is it Ashby? probably Ashby. That's the only lefty I think
Yeah, I
they
don't
have.
think it's. I can see. I know one of the games it's Woodruff, and then the
It's
other game.
Adrian Hauser, I think you said last time.
Yeah.
Because if it's Ashby, he hit a bomb off Ashby
Yeah.
last time. So and
Adrian
Ashby,
Hauser. Let's see if they have the Pirates starter. Oh, wait. Okay, this is very confusing to me. So, guess who's starting when we play the Pirates? Supposedly, Johan Oviedo. So the
okay.
picture is Oviedo in a Cardinals uniform, then Quintana in a
Oh,
Pirate. So when I first saw it, I saw left-handed, and I was like, "Wait, he's on our
yeah,
team."
yeah, yeah.
So that's kind
That's
of funny.
actually
They're both,
funny.
yeah, it's actually very funny. Like Quintana's on the Cardinal side, but in the Pirates uniform,
Yeah,
first picture, then Oviedo.
yeah,
But Oviedo, we know, just yeah, he'll hit like 700 off that one. He'll hit a home run
yeah.
that game,
Or
guarantee.
or Oviedo will do just what everybody else has done and have a 250 ERA and
Yeah,
be a Cy Young candidate.
I don't think that'll happen.
I don't think so either. No, I don't think so either. But yeah, baseball wise, we filmed on Sunday. Monday, the Cardinals had the day off, and then yesterday, last night, like you said, really late games because they're in San Diego on the West Coast. 5-0 Padres win. The bats had 5 hits, I think, altogether. Albert had two of them.
Yeah,
So oh, I guess big news though. Gorman was sent down for Yepes. I'm sure you saw
yeah,
that.
yeah. That's probably
Um,
smart.
I agree.
Hopefully we can
I
get.
agree.
I don't know how long AAA. I don't think it's that much longer, is it? Or AAA is longer than AA, right?
So I yeah, Peoria's done. That ended like 2 weeks ago.
Like Palm Beach is
Um,
done,
yeah.
like
So
Low A and all that.
I kind of stopped following AAA because I thought they just all finished at the same time.
Yeah,
But then I saw Jordan Walker got his 19th homer, so obviously they're still
I thought
going.
that
But
was like the this was like the last week at AA or something. I don't know, but
okay, I
if
can
they
check
do
real
have
quick.
games left, maybe he can start hitting, get right, and then maybe he'll get called back up for the
Yeah.
postseason roster,
So
or
how do the
roll with
rosters work?
Yepes. I say whoever hits better.
How did the postseason rosters work? How many more people is it?
I think it's just the same that we
Is it
have.
is it the same?
28.
Man,
I
how
think.
how do you how do you feel about that?
I don't know. I kind of like when it's 40. You can just have a ton
I
of
do
people in the.
too. I do
I
too.
think you can still like. They may not be on the roster, but they can be with the team.
So, am I missing something, or
I guess
what's
it
the
could.
reason? What's the
I
what's the reasoning behind not having more?
I have no idea.
By the way, Memphis goes until September 28th.
Okay, so like 7 days.
Mm-hmm. And then you said you thought Springfield was done or Double A.
Yes.
They are done. Yes, they finished the 18th. So Double A is finished. So I wonder, do you think they like bring up Walker for the next week and a half, or do you think
I doubt it.
you don't think so? You think they think
No, AAA or to the majors?
to the AAA?
Oh, I have no idea.
No, not up,
Maybe.
not up, not up here. I
So
wish.
postseason roster rules: teams submit a 26-man roster prior to each round of the postseason, comprised of postseason eligible players. So like it's changes from round to round,
Okay. So yeah, unless I'm missing something, maybe
and
I
they
need to
carry
post.
extra players in the event of injuries, and those players, as well as players on the injuries list, can be in the dugout during games within reason. This
Because
is
I
from
don't.
MLB's website.
I need to post this and ask and hear from I guess our listeners input because I don't know. I can't find like a good reasoning of why you don't have more people. Maybe travel.
I think it maybe has always been like this. Like it's September call ups, but they don't go to the postseason.
Mm-hmm.
But I
I
could
mean,
be completely wrong. I have no
so they
idea.
moved it. They moved it, I guess, from 25 to 26 for the normal roster throughout the season, right?
Yes.
And then now it's 28. They added two
Yeah.
for the September. I say have 28 and then go up to 30. It's never bad to have more pitchers.
Yeah. That's why they say they have other players in case there's like injuries.
Yeah, kind of like that taxi squad thing.
Yeah.
Interesting. Another name. Speaking of pitchers that popped in my head. Have you heard of Genesis Cabrera? Anything at all? He kind of just
Nope.
disappeared.
Is
Just
he
disappeared.
alive?
He has like a 6 ERA in AAA.
Really?
What is going on with that?
Falling apart. Maybe it's
Yeah.
like an arm towards get Tommy John surgery, then you come back better than
Yeah,
ever.
maybe. I don't know, man. He was dominant. I mean, even until that Colorado series in Colorado, which can probably ruin any pitcher known to man.
Yeah.
But he had like a 2.70 ERA. I thought he was I mean, he's kind of wild, erratic at times, but I thought he was pitching pretty well. But
Yeah, I did too.
dang, man. Dang.
Is Alex Reyes back? Can we just call him up?
Dude, I've missed him this year. I know he got a lot of hate last year,
I
for
like
how it
Alex
ended.
Reyes.
I love Alex Reyes. I'm
I feel
glad to
like
hear
I've
you
been
say
waiting
that.
for like 7 years for him to finally be
I know.
healthy.
I know. You know
Next
what's
year's the
really
year.
you know what's really bothering me Cardinals wise is Michaelis and Wayno have both pitched really, really well this year. And
Hmm.
I know win loss records are kind of a thing of the past now when all these analytics and stuff. And but for Michaelis to be 11-12 and Wayno's like 12-11 or something like that,
Yeah.
whatever. I mean, I hate seeing that.
Yeah.
It annoys me. Um,
Did you
interesting.
see the Mets sign Terrence Gore?
No,
Or
I did not.
I think it's Terrence. That's his name.
The speedster from Kansas City's run.
Yeah.
Interesting.
He has, I think, let me look at his stats. It's really funny. I saw it on Twitter. I just want to make sure I have it right. So for his career, he has 15 total hits and he has 43 stolen bases for his career.
That's one of the greatest stats I've ever heard.
I know, isn't that hilarious?
That's actually
They literally
wild.
just put him in and like pinch run. It's so smart. You put him pinch
Yeah.
run him for like Pete Alonso in a key situation or
Yeah.
Daniel Vogelbach because
Oh,
even
for
though
sure.
he's fun to watch run though.
Yes. Yeah.
Um, his head is like I don't know. His helmet just sits like so
I know.
differently on his head. It's
I
like
know.
a I don't know. I don't
He
know.
has no neck either
Yeah,
at all.
it's like he's Mr. Potato Head.
Exactly. Exactly. The Cardinals are rolling out a different kind of lineup tonight. I guess to switch it up a little bit. So Tommy Edmonds leading off at second base.
I'm sorry, I
Carlson's
had to say
is
this real quick about Terrence
yeah.
Gore. On Baseball Reference for his positions, they have pinch runner and outfield.
Wow. Wow. I don't know if you can find somebody else that has that.
That is
I'm
funny.
like that's wild.
Ben DeLuzio is kind of playing that role for us.
He is. Chambers, Adrian Chambers did that as
Yes,
well
he
during that run.
scored the run that took us to that like clinched or
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
The
clinched
walk
us. It was
off.
like yeah, it was a wild pitch against the
Yeah.
Cubs, I think.
I think it was the Cubs. Yeah. Yeah. But as I was saying, the Cardinals rolling out a different type of lineup, I guess, tonight in San Diego. Tommy Edman at second base, Dylan Carlson in center field. I like getting him at bats. I
Yeah.
know he's been struggling, but Goldie and Nato are in there. Albert's batting fifth. Yepez is in right field, batting sixth.
Oh
Uh,
God.
Paul De, Paul DeYoung. Wait, about right field? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
like him in the outfield. I'd
I
rather put
know.
Pujols out there.
Paul DeYoung at shortstop, Andrew Kisner at catcher, and Corey Dickerson batting ninth. Corey's down to 279, so he's slumping, but literally everybody is. I
Yeah,
got a
I
crazy.
what
I was gonna say I got a crazy stat for you.
what?
Paul DeYoung is on the verge. Did you see this?
I just saw that he's been playing god awful.
He's on the verge of having the worst MLB average of all time in over 200 at bats in a season.
Really?
Yes, I think the worst was I think it was Chris Davis batted like 151 or something like that.
He came up and had like such a good like couple weeks.
I know.
I really like Paul DeYoung.
I'm gonna
Good
get this
guy.
here real quick.
Hunts. It's cool.
Um, the worst career average is Bill Burgeon, who played for 10 years and batted 170 and 3,000 at bats. Oh my gosh.
3,000 at bats.
Yeah,
There has to be a point where you're just like, this guy, I don't think
I
he's
know.
not going to improve at all.
He's a catcher, so I guess they defensively. But
Yeah, true.
were they doing that back? It was 1901 and 1911. Were they keeping track of like who's good defensively back then?
Maybe you just
I
threw out runners,
I
blocked.
can't I can't find it here. But yeah, Chris. Oh, here it is. Yeah, Chris Davis, worst single season batting average. He batted. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Paul needs to get going now. Worst batting average in a single season. 522 plate appearances for Chris Davis. So anything over 200 plate appearances. He batted 168. Paul DeYoung's at 156.
Oh God, he's gonna
And
get it.
how many at bats is he at? He's at 179 at bats. So
He may
maybe he
not even
doesn't.
get the at bats.
Exactly. He might not even get there. That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's not gonna get there.
you mentioned it a little bit, but he came up and had that clutch hit against the Yankees.
He
He
had
had a
two home
grand
runs in like
slam.
back-to-back games.
Yeah, yeah,
I was
and it just
pumped.
fell off. Oh my gosh, man.
Yeah,
I
he's not gonna get the at bats.
no,
They'll
and
only put him in for like defensive situations, which that's why I like him on the bench.
I'm worried about the future. Like, does he have a spot in Major League Baseball next year, or does he have to do like some KBO route or Japan route or
I
something?
think someone will sign him to their minor league.
You would think
Like he plays
because of
good
his
defense
background.
and he can hit for power if he can just make contact.
Exactly. Yeah. So
Maybe
we
you should.
got
I think you
Mike.
should go to whatever hitting lab everyone goes. Like get the knob that
Yeah.
for the first 3 months of the season they mentioned every single game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We as a team though, we just need to get clicking.
Yeah, I think I
I'm
saw
not
a tweet that said the Cardinals have had like two other cold stretches, one in like April, one in like July. I don't know if those are the right months. I'm just kind of or June,
yeah.
and they each like lasted around like 2 weeks. So hopefully it ends soon.
Yes. I mean it's just a bad time.
Very bad time.
Definitely creating some stress
I
for
also
some
saw another
Cardinals fans.
stat that since the trade deadline, the Cardinals had the highest winning percentage against teams with the record over 500.
We have the highest.
Yeah. We've also probably
Interesting.
played the least, but
I
we
was
have
about
the
to say
highest.
we haven't played a
We
whole
played
lot,
the
but yeah.
Yankees, the Braves, so and
There you go. There you go. But yeah, we got Michaelis versus Snell tonight. And then I guess some other things from around baseball. Aaron Judge is unreal. He hit his 60th last night.
he's
That
getting the
game was
triple
kind of crazy.
crown.
I think he will too.
He
I
has
think he
two
will
hits
too.
tonight, so he's at 318. Bogarts is at 315. I don't know if like they're playing now or not.
Hmm. What happened to Arias?
Actually, um,
Where's he at?
he is
Did he just fall off?
314.
Okay. I mean, he was sitting 340 for most of the season.
Yeah, he was. All right, let's see if what's his face got a hit tonight for the Red Sox. Bogarts is at 315 still.
Okay.
I have a question. Who do you think is another player in the MLB who could hit 60 home runs?
I saw didn't MLB post something about that? I saw an
Probably.
article. Yeah, I saw an article about that.
When Albert
And
hits 700, I'm gonna ask you the same thing.
yeah, interesting. I don't know. I feel like I feel like do you think someone like Julio Rodriguez could ever get there?
No.
I mean, who's popping in your head?
Um, honestly, if this guy stays healthy, I think he can, and that's Mike Trout.
That's very true, man. That's
But
very
let me
true.
like read off the homer. Like Judge has 60, Schwarber has 40, Alonso is 37. I would say Alonso, but like he isn't
I was
feel like
thinking
he's been
him.
I feel like he's hit a ton of homers in like the first half, but not as many since. I could be
Hmm.
completely wrong.
Oh, I mean,
But
his average is in the 260s now. It was
yeah,
sitting 280. So
but like he could obviously he could get it. Also I was thinking Jordan Alvarez
very true.
because he just DHs, so he should probably have more energy.
Very true.
Um, I don't think Austin Riley like he could, but I don't know.
I was thinking about him too, but I don't think he's 60. I think
His
he's like
average has really
45
dropped.
very much.
Um, Christian Walker has 35 homers,
He's been like 220, I think.
236.
Yeah.
Mookie Betts,
That would be crazy because he's not built for it.
no. Vladdy, maybe. I
You
think
know,
Vladdy's too much of a. I don't know. I think Vladdy's just like a good hitter. Where I don't
yeah,
know.
not
Like
all or
Aaron Judge
nothing.
is a good hitter too, but he's just so strong. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but I just feel like
Yeah, I know what you
you
mean.
know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
Like Vladdy has 103 strikeouts, which is like still a lot, but Judge has 159.
What about Otani?
Hmm. He does have
If
34.
imagine if Otani had 60 homers this year.
So he is, yeah, he's played the same amount of games as Aaron Judge. He has 34. Judge has 60.
That's
And Judge has one
unreal.
less plate appearance than him
That's
for at bat.
unreal. Unreal. Yeah, I
It's
thought he'd cool
ridiculous.
off. I thought he would cool off, but he's if you look at the second half compared to his first half, I think his second half might even be better. That's how good he's been. Which is kind of amazing because he's really the only guy they've had in that lineup for this whole second half.
Yeah, I
So
know.
you'd
He's
think they
like
would either walk him or yeah, that's
the
crazy.
crazy thing is his WAR's like 10 point something. The next highest is Goldie and Arenado at like 7,
It's
3 points
crazy.
higher, or
It,
three like full numbers, I guess.
it's
I'm like looking
wild.
at the home like people in the home runs. And I'm like, I don't really see anyone like
Mm-mm.
Giancarlo Stanton, but he's getting older.
I got an interesting name for you.
Hunter
That
Renfro,
that's probably Toronto. Yeah, he's gonna do it. A kind of a name probably that's out of left field a little
Ellie
bit.
De La Cruz.
So I thought about him actually at first, and I'm thinking about a guy that's very similar, kind of. O'Neal Cruz.
I figured you'd say that. I he
Yeah,
just doesn't make contact enough. I
exactly,
don't think.
exactly. I've never I can honestly say, unless you want to say Judge or Stanton, I guess. I don't think I've ever seen somebody with that kind of exit velocity. It literally catapults off his bat. It's pretty remarkable.
Him or Stanton. Stanton is still. I still think
Yeah.
Stanton's looks faster, but like Stanton is
Hmm.
one of like my favorite people to watch hit a home run because his swing
Yeah.
is so like compact and quick. I
Hmm.
feel like Judge is more as like I really don't know. I'm
It's
not
a
like
long swing.
longer. Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I thought.
Yeah, for sure.
But like Stanton, I don't know, just the way he stands because he has like the his front foot like closed off, and so he
Yes,
just like
very
it's
close.
just I don't know, it's just
Yeah.
beautiful.
Did you see his walk-off grand slam last night?
Yeah, he crushed it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Um, but I mean, if we can, I was going to move on to college football, but you want to take a look at the standings really quickly here?
Yeah,
I
I
guess
got
we
him up.
can. Okay. So, again, probably not much has changed in the last couple days here.
I think Cleveland. Well,
Um,
I guess I
yeah,
really didn't notice this. I think Cleveland's running away with that. Like I think
they
the White
are.
Sox and Minnesota are kind of like White Sox are 5 games back. I think
Mhm,
Minnesota's done. They're 8. They're under
yeah.
500.
So Cleveland and Chicago's playing right now. They're in a series. So that was I should have mentioned it last time because I thought about it. If the White Sox want any chance of making noise, they gotta win
Yeah,
these games. And tonight it's Lance Lynn versus Tristan McKenzie, which honestly, outside of Cardinals and Otani, might be my two favorite pitchers in baseball. Like obviously I love Lance Lynn. I love Lance Lynn always, but
yeah,
there's something about Tristan McKenzie being that skinny. I don't
yeah.
know. It's fun to watch.
I get what you mean. So
Toronto's 5.5 back
Cleveland's
of
eight
New
and two
York
in their
still.
last 10, so they're getting hot.
Keep an
I
eye on
think they're
them.
good. I think they're
They're
sneaky good. They got
they're
good pitchers.
14.
Bieber,
Yeah.
we're 8.5 above Milwaukee.
They have good pitchers. Bieber.
Yeah, Bieber. I was like, I don't want to butcher anything. Cal
Yeah.
Quantrill,
Yeah,
Aaron
there you go.
Savali, Tristan
I mean,
McKenzie,
yeah, McKenzie. Yeah.
Plesac. I think is probably their fifth starter.
Yeah, he is. I guess that Mets Braves division. NL East is still just one game in between, and Mets still leading that.
Yeah, 1.5. Mets up.
Mm-hmm. We're still up 8. I think is our magic number 6. I think
I have no idea.
it
It's
was.
funny because we've lost our last 2, but Milwaukee's lost their last 3.
I know, I know. So yeah, so it was our magic number was 7 last night. I believe how we started the game. So if the Brewers lost, it should be 6, right?
Maybe
And then it would have been 5 if we would have won. But yeah,
St. Louis.
there's not crazy races going on right now. I mean, pretty
No,
much all
it's
the divisions are set
yeah,
besides
and
the
really the wild
East.
card too.
Yeah, I mean, what are your expectations? I know they're 5 back. It's not going to happen this year. Do you have any like takes on what you think the Orioles can be like next year?
I think they could be good if they get some pitching.
Mm-hmm. Like
Um,
Like
I'm at
a
number 6.
like a wild card?
I think so. They have like a top pitching prospect. That Rodriguez guy is supposed to be really good.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Obviously,
oh,
up
they have
Adley
Adley's.
and
Who's the guy they called up?
the Gunnar Henderson.
Yeah, he's super good. Like I
Mm-hmm.
think he was gonna be like ranked number 1 and maybe like some prospect lists too.
Yeah, you got Jackson Holiday.
Yeah, he'll be a couple of years, but he's good. He's hitting
Exactly.
like crazy in wherever he was playing.
The kid's like 16.
Yeah, he's like baby faced.
Yeah.
I think they could sign like a pitcher or just try to develop pitchers, but I think they're
Mm-hmm.
gonna be good
Yeah.
eventually. I don't know if they're gonna like I
Um.
think they can make the postseason next year, but I don't think they could win it.
So I guess National League wild card wise, it's Atlanta by 12, and then San Diego by 1.5, and then Philly is the third one. Milwaukee's two back. Do you think Philly comes out with that, or do you think Milwaukee sneaks in?
Like Philly's by far a better team,
I
but
agree.
hey, you never know. Philadelphia,
Yeah.
I just don't like their city and their sports fans.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If you're listening, I don't care. I kind of hope you guys don't make it.
I think they will. If I had
Yeah,
to
they
if
probably
I had
will.
to guess, like you said, I like their roster way better than the Brewers roster. And then pitching, I think the Brewers pitching is better, but not by a lot because Wheeler and Nola is pretty filthy.
But Corbin Burns is really good. I think
Oh,
Corbin
he's
Burns is
really
better than
good.
both of those
I
guys.
agree. I agree. Yep. But college football wise, uh, for our preview episode here, look at some games moving forward. For
Hell
the
yeah.
Saturday and I guess this weekend all around because there's always some Friday games, isn't there? But those aren't the
Yeah,
big boys.
Thursday and Friday, but I didn't really see any that were on Thursday, Friday that I was really just like, oh man, I gotta watch this game.
Mm-hmm. What stands out to you though? Do you want to start Clemson?
Yeah, we can. I wrote like a ton of team games down, like always.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Clemson versus Wake Forest. We're ranked 5. Wake Forest 21. Wake Forest is doing a blackout on a noon game, so trying to get pumped up for this game, which they will lose. But big thing for Clemson is we're getting back Tyler Davis, Brian Bresee, um, Xavier Thomas, and when all three of those guys in the lineup were like 6-0, like they've all like never really played together because one of them's been like injured. Like Bresee missed
Mm-hmm.
like all of last year, but I really think we're gonna win just because of our defensive line because Wake Forest doesn't have a great running game, and um, if we can just get to their quarterback and cause them havoc, which we've done in the past, I think we will win. But our secondary hasn't been as great as I'd like it to be. But I think we'll get Makumba back, who's out for the Louisiana Tech game. Who's just a sophomore safety who's really good. He was like all ACC freshman team. We should. I don't know about Sheridan Jones or Wiggins. I'm assuming we'll get him back. There are two starting cornerbacks. I literally just look on Twitter to see. There's like a website called TigerNet. I follow them on Twitter. They like
Uh-huh.
post everything. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Um, we had the Louisiana Tech game. We had a wide receiver Adam Randall come back, or he's a freshman, and he tore his ACL in like spring, and he's back, and he's a 5-star, and he just looks like a beast. Like you should just look up a picture of him. He's just ripped.
So
So
what's
he's
your score? What's your score prediction for this Clemson Wake
oh
Forest?
god.
I know you don't like score predictions, but
Um,
roughly.
I think we're gonna put up a lot of points. I really think DJ's been playing really good. If we can, um, give him time to block, I really think if we can control the line of scrimmage on defense, which I think we will, and on offense, and give DJ time to throw. When he has time, he's been making good throws. He hasn't been throwing errant balls that are like 10 yards wide of the
Yeah.
receiver
Yep.
like he did last year, which I was like, should I send him a video of me teaching him how to throw a spiral? But and Will Shipley was playing really good, so he's just been very explosive. So I think give him the rock. I don't know. I'm excited. I think this is a big game for us to kind of quiet the haters. I hope DJ just goes off. I hope Will Shipley goes off. I hope we just annihilate them. Like we beat them last year when they were ranked somewhere in like the teens, I think.
Yeah.
And we beat them like I'd have to look like 40-10 maybe.
Yeah.
It's because I tell you, they do that stupid mesh thing and they don't have a running game. So it's kind of hard for them to, fake it out. But
Yeah.
I think you just gotta um trust your DBs, just go with the pass, and then have your linebackers just be instinctful, which Barrett Carter's been incredible. We've had a lot of tip passes. I don't know. I'm pumped.
Hmm.
I hate that it's a noon game because I think it should be better than that, but
Yeah.
um
Hey, it's
I'm
better than
excited.
Monday night.
What?
Noon's probably better than a Monday
Yeah,
night.
then 8 Eastern on a Monday night on
Yeah.
Labor Day. Yeah, that's stupid. But I'm excited. But I think this is a big game. I hope we perform well. Help us prepare for NC State, which I think is a better team overall than Wake Forest. Wake Forest's offense may be better,
Hmm.
but NC State has a better defense and probably more balanced offense. But I'm excited. And that NC State Clemson game could be a top 10 matchup, possibly.
For sure. I mean, do you think I don't know if you marked this game down or not. Do you think Maryland going to number 4 Michigan can give them a fight at all?
I did mark that game down. I marked
Okay.
let me count them. We've already talked about Clemson.
Yeah.
I'll highlight them and put a W next to them.
Okay.
Highlight dub. Okay. Um yeah, so yeah, Maryland's 3-0. They have Tua's little brother. God, I can't pronounce his name.
Uh-huh.
Talia something. It starts with a T. I don't know. I guess they're into T names, but I really haven't watched Michigan that much. I don't think Michigan's really played anyone like competent with all due
Mm,
respect to they played Hawaii.
yeah.
Who they play last week? UConn, who was like one of the worst teams ever.
Yeah.
Like they're really bad. Also, did you see that? I forgot, should have mentioned this Sunday. It's very funny. There's this UConn fan. He is like has his jersey on. His face is painted one side blue, one side white, and it goes to the fourth quarter, and everyone holds up the four, and there's a picture of him holding up the four. He's like at the top of the stands. They're losing by
Oh my
like
gosh.
40, but you
Yeah,
gotta
exactly.
love it.
That's awesome.
Um, who has? I think this is a big test for Michigan to see like how good they really are going against like a good team, I guess. Who do they
Hmm.
play? They played Colorado State, Hawaii, and UConn.
Yeah.
So not a lot um of a challenge really, but
Are you on upset alert there in Ann Arbor?
probably not. I think
I mean
Michigan takes care of business.
they've had some quarterback controversy, haven't they?
Yeah, it was really weird. They have Cade McNamara, who's been there a couple of years, and then they have JJ, or I'm gonna butcher his name, McCarthy, something J. His first name's J, maybe JJ, then McCarthy, and let me look. I should be able to find it. Go to stats. JJ McCarthy. Okay, I was right. Yeah, JJ McCarthy and Cade McNamara. Cade McNamara started the first game, and then JJ McCarthy started the second. I think he's the starter now, and I think he's pretty good. He has 88 completion percentage, 3 touchdowns. I think he's a lot more athletic too. Can run the ball.
88% or completion percentage is wild.
Yeah, but you're playing against
I
his
know,
yards per
very
game
yeah.
is 157. So
Oh,
like
yeah, there you go.
when you play the bad schools, you can literally just run the ball every single time and score a
Hmm.
touchdown.
So I feel like I've heard so much about Georgia, Ohio State, Alabama. For Michigan to be number 4, I don't think I actually would have said that. Like I kind of forget about them. Maybe because they haven't played anybody big yet or
I don't think they're on the same level at all. I think if they play
yeah.
any of those teams, it's gonna be yeah, probably destroyed. Or maybe not destroyed, but I think they'll get beat.
Like
Unless
I
they're
think
playing at home. But
like I would take you guys at number 4 over Michigan, I would say.
really.
Yeah.
I have to wait till after this week. I have to see us put it all together because we've like every game so far, we've had one half where we don't play as good, and then the next half we just like show our full potential. I just want to see
Mhm.
everyone put together. I want to see like 10 sacks,
Yeah.
100 points.
Yeah.
I want everyone to like DJ. I think to me is silence the haters. Like he's been playing great. It's just everyone around him needs to play good. The wide receivers need to get open.
Hmm.
But I'm
Yep.
excited,
Yep.
as I've said. I could ramble on for like 2 hours about
Yeah.
Clemson, and I will. No, okay. um. All right. Where's that Michigan? So I don't read that again. Highlight that. So my next game is kind of like a funny game. Um, Duke versus Kansas. Two teams that are undefeated and that you would
Yes.
not think would be undefeated.
Uh-huh.
And hate Kansas with a passion. They used to be really good back when Mizzou was really good. Kansas was like top 10 and they'd play in Arrowhead for the rivalry. And it was awesome. And I just remember Ziggy Hood tackling Kansas's
Mm-hmm.
quarterback
Mm-hmm.
and he had the grass stuck in his helmet. I
Yeah.
vividly remember that and I was
Oh yeah.
pumped.
Yeah.
But Kansas over the last like 3 seasons or something, maybe 3 seasons or more, they've had like a total of 3 wins and now they're 3-0.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
It's
pretty
crazy.
crazy um for them. I would love to see the Missouri Kansas rivalry happen again just because like Missouri Arkansas, there's like a rivalry, but come on, it's not Mizzou Kansas.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
But I honestly know nothing about either team. I just know they're both 3-0 and everyone's like, oh, they should have game day should have went to this game.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Duke versus Kansas. Kansas is um favored to win by 7 points.
I'll probably go. It's in Kansas.
Yeah.
Um, which I feel like. Do you think in college football, home field advantage is more of a thing than NFL? I think it
Oh
is.
yeah.
Okay, I
Oh
agree.
yeah.
Okay, okay, okay.
You need
So
to
yeah,
you
I
need to come to just like a Clemson game or any
yeah.
college
So
football game.
somebody asked that in live the other night if I've ever been to a college football game, and I don't think I have. I don't think I've even been to like my schools. Like I don't.
Really?
I've never been to a college football game.
We'll take you to a Clemson game. It'll change your
Yeah,
life.
you got to take me.
Sorry, now I'm already on back on the Clemson. I have to mention this.
It's
So
the
they got a whole new
Clemson
scoreboard.
podcast.
Yeah, it's the Clemson podcast. I gotta get the Clemson followers. Um, Kansas or Clemson. Uh,
Yeah.
um, we got a new scoreboard and it's 5 times the size of our old one,
Yeah.
which is gigantic. And then they redid the lights so they can do like the flashing and do all that fancy stuff. So last
Mhm.
week it was a night game. And so when they enter the stadium, I have to find this picture and send it to you. But it's like the whole stadium. They're like it's a picture from the hill. And
Mhm.
like everyone has like their phones with their lights on in the stands. And then like you can like the lights are like dimmer and it's like crazy. It just got me hyped.
Yeah. 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 I mean, it's kind of. I mean, those light shows always get me, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
Like Ryan Helsley's even like.
yeah.
I haven't seen it in person at all, but all these light shows, yeah, for sure.
Also, they have a fourth quarter video that I get goosebumps every time. And I just want to like run through a brick wall. Like it literally gets me so fired up.
I saw a video of Dabo running out. That dude was
He
booking it.
does that every single game. And
Yeah.
there's always one video every year that everyone's like, oh, it's all about him. He does it
Yeah.
every single
I
game.
know. Yeah. 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 He was motoring.
All right, sorry. Okay, that's my last thing, I promise.
All right.
Maybe. Um, I have Mizzou versus Auburn. Got to cover Mizzou. It's at Auburn. Auburn got annihilated by Penn State.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's on ESPN. It's not a game that should be on ESPN. Both teams are not that good.
Mhm.
I don't know if Mizzou's sticking with Brady Cook at quarterback or going with one of the other guys but I still have the same feelings. Give the ball to Luther Burden because I don't think he's gotten enough touches really.
No,
I
he
know they
hasn't.
have another receiver, Lovett, I think, and he's
Yeah.
like second in the SEC in receiving yards, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I don't even know the running back's name. Very bad, but I don't know. Hopefully, Drinkwitz can get it like turned around because this is his third year, second or third year,
Second, I believe.
second. Okay,
I think so. Yeah. Maybe his third. I don't know. I'm feeling like it's his second. You checking that? You double checking
yeah.
that?
Okay, I don't want his age. I said Drinkwitz years with Mizzou. Um, he's 13 and 13, so I think this may be his third. Oh, since 2020, so this is his third
Okay.
year.
Okay. Man, that time flies. Holy
He's
cow.
39 years old. No way.
You think he looks older?
He looks like he's 46, 40 in his late 40s.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
reminds me of Will Ferrell and the other guys, like an accountant.
Oh, yeah, I could see that. I can see that.
like big time.
Yeah,
So my next game is probably the game of the week. It's Tennessee versus Florida.
for
At
sure.
Tennessee, Tennessee hasn't beaten Florida in like I'm gonna look. I think it's like 7 years.
I got Tennessee pulling that one out.
Oh, I think Tennessee's gonna
I
beat. I
think you'd
don't think.
probably
I
agree.
think Florida's not good. I've said this. I don't think
Yeah.
they're that good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, Anthony Richardson looked really good in the first game, and now he's looking like not
That's
that
what
great.
I've seen, and we're gonna talk NFL here in just a little bit, but that's what I've seen with the NFL is so many overreactions. It's crazy. Like I
Yeah,
understand we do this every year, but after week one, people were telling me on live that the Vikings are a Super Bowl threat, and then now they just got whomped by the Eagles,
because
and
Kirk
now
Cousins
everybody,
can't play in prime time.
exactly, and now people are saying the Eagles are a Super Bowl threat. It's like, okay, can we just play at least like 5 or 6 games first, and then we can make a proper adjust or assumption about these teams.
Yeah, I
But
know.
yeah,
It's what we do. Um, okay. I'm looking for it. Looking for it. I really think Tennessee is really good this year. Hendon Hooker's a stud. Um, it's at home. It's going to be like the atmosphere is going to be electric, and of course, it's on CBS. Where actually I'll be home, so I may be able to actually watch it.
yeah. I was gonna say, do you think Tennessee has a national or not a college football playoff chance at all?
No,
Okay.
because Alabama and Georgia are in the SEC.
So I mean,
Tennessee does play Alabama, though, I believe. No, they play Georgia. They play one. I think they play Georgia. I think they're on Georgia's side.
that could do it.
Hey,
That
it's
that
probably one
would
of
that would do it.
Georgia's best games. Like
Yeah.
Georgia's schedule, if you look at it, isn't that tough.
Mm-hmm.
Also, they're really good. So,
Exactly. Yep.
um, okay. If I read this article probably a lot more closer than just scrolling and hoping to see it, I'd probably find it. But
It's been a while.
I think it's been like 7 years.
Okay. So it's kind of like the Jaguars Colts thing.
Yeah, Jaguars own the Colts. Yeah, the
Yeah.
Florida owns teams not in Florida.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Tennessee's favored by 10.5 points. I think they will get it done.
Yeah. I think they'll cover that.
So my
Yep.
next game, we can go a little quicker, I guess. Notre
Mm-hmm.
Dame versus North Carolina. It's at North Carolina. I'm saying North Carolina is going to win. I
For
think
sure. For
this will
sure.
be a big test to really see how Notre Dame's offense is because North Carolina's defense is god awful.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
But they
so
didn't they give up like what 30 or 40 to App State?
they gave up 40 in the fourth quarter to App State. Gave up like 62 total.
I don't remember that. That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
because App
wild.
State would have tied the game on a 2 point conversion, but they didn't. It was like 61 to 63, I think.
I did not thought it I didn't I thought it was in the 40s. I did not
No,
think it was
they
the
scored 40 in the fourth
60s.
quarter.
Oh my gosh.
They
Oh my
also gave up a
gosh.
lot to Georgia State too, and they played at Georgia. They played at App State and at Georgia State. So why not have them come to North?
Georgia State?
Yeah, they play in Turner Field, old Atlanta's baseball stadium.
I thought they tore that down.
Nope.
Interesting. Huh. I didn't know that.
But let me see if I can find the line on that. North Carolina's favored by 1.5. So, yeah, this is gonna
I
be a
got
long
North
season for
Carolina.
Notre Dame. Yeah, I'm
I
picking
got
North
North Carolina.
Carolina
Yep.
just because I hate Notre Dame.
I think Notre Dame's spiraling right now.
Yeah, they suck. Um, my next game is 22 Texas versus Texas Tech. That could be a fun game. Um, yeah, I think it could be a high scoring game because Texas Tech, that's what they do is score. It's
Who
at
you got who you got in that one?
I'm rolling with Texas. Hook 'em.
Okay. I might go Texas Tech in that one, being at Texas Tech,
I
even
think it
though
could
it's
be. I think it's gonna be a close game because they still have their backup Hudson Card in, but Bijan Robinson is a stud.
monster.
Also, did you know he had an NIL deal where he has his own Dijon
Yeah.
mustard?
Yeah.
Bijan's
Either
Dijon.
either that was my did you see it or that was your did you see it a while ago. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think they did on game day. Glenn Powell, the guest picker, he's like, every time Bijan scores that touchdown, I'm taking a shot of his Bijan
Yeah.
Dijon.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I think that game will be good to watch. And then
Mhm.
next game is Arkansas versus Texas A&M.
for sure.
It is
So
in Arkansas. No,
I
and
think
no, it's at Jerry's World.
so. I have to tell you, Zach. I had somebody that listens to our podcast. Um, she DM'd me and she said I have to weigh in. She says she's a diehard Razorback fan. She has to
Okay.
weigh in on Z's comment.
Missouri
So you
State.
about how we shouldn't be in the top 10. So I guess last episode you said they shouldn't be top 10. She
I just said
said
because Missouri State played them good. You just have to throw it to me. If they beat A&M, sure.
she said
I want
possibly
the heat.
correct, but Bobby Petrino is an exceptional coach. We know he did wonders when at Arkansas until he got fired for his affair with an assistant. Any team he coaches will be one to reckon with. So I stand by your ranking for now.
With my ranking for now.
Yes.
Okay, I just want to see how you do against SEC. Like your defense gave up 357 yards passing to FCS school.
Yeah. 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 There you go.
I do like KJ Jefferson because he's just so big.
Mm-hmm.
And their running backs really like their offense is really, really good. It's really just their defense, which when you play Texas A&M, they suck at offense. So hey, I think
Mm-hmm.
Arkansas is gonna win big.
Do you think so?
I think it may be a little closer. A&M's favored, which to me is shouldn't be right,
Yeah.
but it's in
I could
Jerry's
I could
world.
see I was leaning towards A&M. I'll probably pick Arkansas, but I could see where A&M after having that really bad loss and like having all their pretty much like chances go down the drain. Maybe this is a chance for them to get fired up and kind of get back into. They're not going to get there, but
Yeah. I also think
get farther
Arkansas
up.
too, like kind of embarrassed
Mm,
almost losing to Missouri State.
true.
Fire like their offense is gonna hum. Like they got
Yeah,
some dogs.
for
Their
sure.
running back
Yep.
is ridiculous. He's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm surprised A&M's favored. It's in Jerry's world, so that's cool. Next game, Ohio State versus Wisconsin. ABC's Saturday night game. Um, I think Ohio State's gonna beat them, but it's Wisconsin, so like maybe they can give them a little.
Yeah.
But I think Ohio State's just too good offensively. They're just
Yep.
gonna destroy them. And
I agree.
yeah, Wisconsin, their only chance to win is just feed their running back Allen,
Mm-hmm.
Braylon, right?
I think it's Braylon. Yeah.
And um just waste the clock away when you have possessions.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I long possessions
Yes.
running the ball.
Yes. Killed that clock. Yep.
That is my key to the game. My next game is Oklahoma versus Kansas State because somehow Kansas State every year beats Oklahoma. I don't know
Yep.
why, but they
Yeah.
always do.
Yeah. Yeah.
They could be like 1-10 and they'd somehow beat them.
Uh-huh.
And it's in K State, I believe.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, never mind.
Yeah.
And it's at night.
Mm-hmm. 7
Is it
o'clock
a full moon
Fox.
this week? But Kansas State, for some reason they always play them close. I don't know why, but it's always a game to keep your eye on. And then
Mhm.
my last game, you may have some more. I bet you're gonna say Washington at Stanford or Stanford at Washington.
Yeah. Stanford at
But
Washington.
my last game, your diehard dream school. USC versus Oregon State in Corvallis, Oregon. So at Oregon State. I don't know. Oregon State just sometimes upsets those big dogs like Oregon or
Yeah.
someone. It's night game. I don't know. I honestly have no idea what time it is at 6:30 in the West Coast if it's at 9:30 Eastern.
Yeah.
So yeah, better test for USC. I have no idea who USC. Well, they played Stanford, so I guess yeah, they'll probably beat them by a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But they're only favored by 6 points, 6.5 points. So, and
The
Oregon
only
State's 3-0.
the only game that I wrote down or thought of besides Stanford at Washington is Utah at Arizona State. Didn't Arizona State just fire Herb Edwards?
Yeah,
Herb, right?
Herm
Herm. That's
with
right.
an M.
Yeah, him. Yeah. So maybe I mean we've seen it all around sports. When you fire a coach, you usually do really well right off the bat for the
Unless
most
you're
part.
Nebraska.
Yes, unless you're Nebraska. So who knows? Maybe they knock off Utah again. I had Utah in the college football playoff before they lost to.
That was a smart pick.
lost to Florida. So yeah, that one
I
hurts for
warned
sure.
you.
You did. You did.
Hey, Washington,
Um,
they can make it. I love Michael Penix though.
oh man, he's in fun, bro. We
I
have
heard.
what's
Did you
that?
know Washington has a really cool tailgate scene? Because they have a lake really close.
Mhm,
They like
mhm.
tailgate on the boats.
Yeah, yeah, I
They were
saw
there
that.
for game. Yeah, they were there for game day. I think one time.
I saw that last against the Michigan State game. It was on ABC, so they showed that. By the way, I also mentioned I really wanted the Herb Street crew. It wasn't them. It was RG3 and
RG3 has been saying some funny stuff.
he is yeah, he's
My friend sent me some. That's a did you see it by itself.
yeah. I forgot about
This is
that.
some of his lines.
Uh-huh.
So one guy's name is spelled ORJI, and
Mm-hmm.
so
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
he said it's an orgy in the end zone,
Uh-huh.
premature snapulation, big Penix energy,
Yes.
them
Oh, yes,
lips
yes,
is
yes.
wider than Tyrone Bigum's.
Yeah.
HBO, help a brother out. Zach Wilson was always committed to the Cougars.
Yeah. The other day he said that big Penix energy, and he said afterwards he knows what to do with it. Is what he said. And I was like, my dad and I were watching. I was like, no way he just said that.
That's funny.
Yeah, he's not
RG3 does
holding
not care.
he's not holding
Love it.
back. My computer's here at 23%. I'm gonna keep an eye on it here. I thought it was fully charged. So
You don't
I
plug
kind of
it
want to
in?
go over. I don't have the charger with me.
Oh, gotcha.
I think it's upstairs somewhere. Um
NFL?
yeah, NFL though, I kind of want to do a little bit of a reaction to what happened Monday night, and then we can give in our picks like we have been doing. Um man, I didn't look to see what our record was this last week. I'll post it whenever I post the video of it. Um, but Monday night wise, Buffalo absolutely destroying Tennessee,
Yeah,
which I
they
think we expected.
annihilated.
And so I
Tennessee
mentioned
just
when
doesn't have, I guess they have Robert Woods, but like they
mm-hmm,
have no receivers, which
exactly
doesn't help
very
in
yeah
the running game whenever they just
yeah
stack the
exactly
box.
very one dimensional. Um, but no, I mentioned when we did our predictions for teams, like is there something that could happen? Is there a world where Tennessee could be really bad and then we don't? I mean, we see Malik Willis or something like that. We saw Malik the other night at the end of the game just for a little
Yeah.
bit.
That's
But
how
this
that's how good the Bills are. They literally played their backups for an entire quarter.
yeah, this connection between Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs, is that the best duo in football?
It's got to be. Or 2-0
Yeah.
and Tyreek Hill.
Let's talk about overreactions. Like I like Tua a lot, but
Yeah,
I mean, people were calling him MVP and the
not yet.
um
Keep
yeah
seeing what he got.
yeah
I will say a very fun thing to do is create a quarterback 99 overall and then put him on the Miami Marlins. I mean, not the Miami Marlins, the Miami Dolphins.
yeah
Very fun. I
yeah.
did that. Waddle and Tyreek Hill are very fast.
The other Monday night football game was the Vikings at the Eagles. Now I saw two different things with that. The Vikings, I thought Kirk was awful, especially near the end of the game. I guess the fourth quarter, Darius Slay was owning Justin Jefferson,
Yeah.
but there was probably Slay had two interceptions. He probably could have had five. He dropped like two of them in the fourth quarter. I mean, Kirk was just tossing stuff up, and Jalen Hurts has like I think one passing touchdown. I think throughout the first two weeks here.
He's been
Um,
thrown for a lot of yards though. And he's
he
honestly
has,
been thrown for a good completion percentage too.
but he's ran in quite a few, and then
His run where he ran, then broke the tackle, and then reached
mhm,
over, that was pretty
mhm.
cool.
I'm telling you, man, he was my pick for most improved coming into the season.
Yeah.
I was kind of interested in Trey Lance with Trey Lance going down, obviously not, um, but yeah. So I mean,
I,
what do you think about the Eagles? I know
I
you don't
think
like
they're
them,
really
but
good,
yeah,
unfortunately.
yeah,
Just or Jalen Hurts has vastly improved. And I just think he's a guy who works really hard. Like he squats like 600 pounds. Like
yeah,
it's ridiculous.
yeah.
I don't know. He just seems like someone who really works hard from his time in college too.
Do you think they're like a win the division good, or do you think they're like make noise in the playoffs good?
He could win the
It's
playoffs. Like we don't have Dak Prescott for a while, but we do
mm-hmm.
have Cooper Rush, who's better. I really think like the Giants are 3-0 too, but I don't think the Giants are
Is Will Greer your other guy?
He's our backup now to Cooper Rush.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I really think it's still between us, the Cowboys, and the Eagles. I just think we're just a better team. Both teams are better than the Giants, but
Okay.
I think we're pretty close.
Yeah.
Especially they got those weapons like AJ Brown and Devontae Smith
Mm-hmm.
now.
Mm-hmm.
Miles Sanders is super
Mm-hmm.
good. He's on my fantasy team.
Mm-hmm.
He's been doing good for me. Um, their defense is solid. So
I
yeah.
think for your Cowboys there, I know you guys are beat up. I think this week's going to be very telling for a couple things. I think more, I guess, on the Giants side than your guys' side. It's Monday Night Football, correct?
Hmm.
That yeah,
Not happy
that's
about
right.
that.
I forgot about that. Yeah, you're not happy about that. I think that could. I mean, can you see a world where the Giants start 3-0? So when I was making that pick to
They
move
are
you to our
3-0. No, wait, they're 2-0.
two, yeah. So
Sorry.
I mean,
Well, I was
even
thinking
two,
college.
yeah, yeah. No,
The
even
weeks are like off.
even 2-0 surprised me with the Giants. Especially, I thought they were going to lose to the Titans week 1. But no, I mean, what a start for the Giants, and I can't see them going 3-0. I'm really torn on that pick. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm really torn on that pick. Um, but I guess we can get into it now if you want to. Thursday night
Let's do it.
football. Um, Steelers at the Cleveland Browns. I'm really torn on this. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna go Cleveland though. In Cleveland,
Me too.
I really don't like Pittsburgh's offense at all.
No. Cleveland just has the chunt attack.
Mm-hmm.
Steelers without.
Did you just make that up, or is
No,
that an actual
they've been
thing?
saying it for a while.
Okay, I didn't see
You just chunt the team to death.
that.
Um, yeah, I'm going Browns just because of those two, and Amari Cooper's been playing well. Jacoby Brissett's been playing solid. Their defense hasn't been great.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I
but
mean, we saw it up 14
yeah,
and
they're also the Jets. That's all you have to know.
oh man. Yeah.
But I'll pick the
Um
Browns.
s-
You writing
uh
these down?
what's that?
Our picks?
No, no, no. Why? Do you think I write them down?
Yeah. Or do you re-listen?
I re-listen. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
I got through and I like cut it through. Um let's go Texans at the Bears. I'm really torn on this one. I'm not gonna lie, because the Texans have been competitive in their first 2 games. I don't like what Justin Fields has shown so far. I'm gonna go with the Texans in this one. That might be kind of bold, but
I was gonna pick him too. Like Justin Fields threw the ball like 11 times.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I think he's thrown 157 yards throughout the first 2 weeks. I think it was
Yeah,
something like that.
it's well the first game you can give him a pass.
That's true. That's very true. Who are
Yeah,
you
I'll go
going with?
Texans.
Let's go. Right on. Okay. The Raiders at the Titans. Both teams are 2-0. Both teams need a
You
win
mean
to kind
0
of
and 2?
or 0-2. Yeah, my bad. Both teams are 0-2. Both teams need a win to kind of turn their season around. I think more than I thought the Raiders, and I still think the Raiders are going to be very good this year. So I'm going Raiders in this one because I think they're going to be really hungry to get this, especially after a bad loss against the Cardinals. The Titans I could see being very bad. So yeah, I'm going to go Raiders, even though it's in Tennessee.
I think this one's close. Like Tennessee, they have Mike Vrabel as their coach. He'll get them fired up. Because there's a couple years ago where they started off bad and then they made it to the AFC Championship game. So you
Yeah.
can't count out like really any NFL team. But I think I'm gonna go Raiders.
Okay.
And
Hey,
they need
we're
to throw more to Devontae Adams, not just 2 times.
we've agreed all three on all
Yeah.
three so far. I want to see if we agree with this one. Here we go. Buckle in, everybody. Here we go. The Chiefs at the Colts. I'm going the Colts this week. Okay. And let me hear me out. I understand, and I have gone off on live. I don't know if you've joined recently. I've been
No,
going
at
off.
what time do you go on?
It's also yeah, it's true. It's like either the afternoon or really late at night.
Yeah.
But I have been going off on the Colts and how so ticked off I am with them. Coming into the season, you had high expectations and you tie with the Texans, lose to the Jaguars, which I know the Jaguars had their
Jaguars
number.
they're making the playoffs.
But with that being said, it's in Indianapolis. And on the Chiefs side, I said they were going to be 8-9. They are obviously looking phenomenal so far, 2-0. They need some
They looked
losses.
okay in the Chargers game.
That's right. Yeah, you're right. They looked really good in the first game against Arizona. Um, But with the Colts needing a win, and them not using Jonathan Taylor like at all last week, I think Michael Pittman should be back in that lineup, so that will help them.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go Indianapolis in this one. It's probably not gonna happen, but I'm gonna go the Colts.
I'm going Chiefs,
Okay, yeah, I don't blame
unfortunately.
you. I don't blame you
If
at
the
all.
Colts had Carson Wentz, it'd be a different story.
Yeah. The Bills at the Miami Dolphins, really good matchup. One of my like must watch games this week. Um, I have the Dolphins winning this one. It's in Miami.
Damn. I was considering picking the Dolphins because I remembered it was in Florida.
Uh-huh.
Um,
That's tough.
I'm just gonna go Bills just to be different than you.
Okay. I got you.
But the
I
craziest thing
got you.
is like I'm in North Florida. It takes like 5 hours to drive to Miami. It's way
Yeah.
farther away than it seems,
Yeah, for sure.
and it's
The
hot.
Detroit Lions at the Minnesota Vikings. Again, the Lions, a good win last week. Competitive the first week as well. I think they're like I mentioned in the preseason rankings. I think they're going to be competitive in a lot of games. I do have the Vikings bouncing back here and getting the dub.
Yeah, I'm picking the Vikings because it's a 1 o'clock start. That's Kirk Cousins' forte, but I could see the Lions winning too.
Okay.
You know what? I'm picking the Vikings.
Okay.
I'm gonna be smart.
The Ravens at the Patriots. I like the Ravens in this one, even though it's in New England. I know the Patriots defense is very talented. That offense though does not do it for me.
No, I'm picking Ravens. Lamar Jackson's been on another level.
Yep. Bengals at the Jets. No, it's interesting,
Wait, did I
man.
say the Ravens or did I say Ravens or did I say
I think
Patriots?
I think you said Ravens.
Okay. Sometimes I
Yeah.
like think I'm
Yeah, yeah.
thinking and then I just say the other
Yeah,
different
yeah.
thing.
Bengals at the Jets. Now I know the Jets are coming off a tremendous win in Cleveland. I
You
don't see a
dang.
world. I don't see. I wish it's one of those rare moments I'm cheering for the Jets. I like when they're really bad. It makes me happy. But I'm gonna pick the Bengals here. I don't see them going 0-3.
It would be awesome if the Jets beat the Bengals. Joe Flacco, elite quarterback. I'm going Bengals as well.
Okay.
With that said,
Eagles at the Commanders. I was really torn on this one. And I'm gonna go out on a limb. I like what the Eagles are doing, obviously, so far, but I'm gonna go with the Commanders.
I'm going Eagles.
Going Eagles 3-0 to
Yeah.
start the year.
Hmm.
The Saints at the Panthers. Again, the Panthers need to win bad. I really like what the Saints have though. Even though they didn't have anything offensively against the Bucks this last week. I got the
Jameis
Saints
Winston
in
has
this
like
one.
4 broken bones in his ribs or back or something.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going Saints though.
I'm going Saints as well.
Okay. The Jaguars at the Chargers. Here we go, Zach. I mean, so this gets interesting because
I'm
Keenan
excited
Allen's
for this because I just want to see how Trevor plays. I just want to see how they play against a team that's
yeah.
really, really good.
Yeah. So Keenan Allen's questionable. Justin Herbert's questionable with that rib cartilage problem.
Oh yeah.
If he's out, and I guess Tyrod would be in, I do like the Jags. But with that being said,
AJ, you do not
what?
know the chart. Tyrod's on the Giants.
Oh, is he?
Tyrod's not been with them after since they've like
Oh, that's
punctured his
right.
lung. He's
So
like
I
he's.
was he was in the news this week, him and Justin Herbert, because
I'm
they were
surprised you
like, I
don't know
guess
their
he's
backup, Missouri legend
oh
Chase
Chase Daniel.
Daniels.
Gosh dang it. That's my bad. Yeah. He was in the news this week with Justin Herbert because I guess he was suing them over
Yeah.
the whatever. Yeah, that one's on me. I have the Chargers winning that.
What the hell? I'll pick the Jaguars. This is so stupid, but
All right.
YOLO. I
All
believe
right.
in them.
The Rams at the Cardinals. I got the Rams in this one. I know it's in
Rams.
Arizona. Okay, no second guess in that one.
Nope.
All right.
I think the beta for Modern Warfare 2 is coming out. Like I know Kyler probably played the pre-trial, but after he got the win, he's like, I have some time. I can play a little bit. But I think it's coming out. It may not be this week. I think it's this weekend. I saw a thing on Twitter about it.
Gotcha. Okay. I think this next game is probably what people are saying is the game of the week. Packers at the
Falcons,
Buccaneers.
Seahawks.
No way. Packers at the Buccaneers. No Mike Evans due to that suspension. I still have the Buccaneers in that one.
Yeah, I'm going Bucks too. I think the Bucks defense is so good.
Very good. Yes.
So good.
If not up there with the best. And I
Yeah.
also think even though you lose Mike Evans and no Godwin, you're so deep. Like
Is
Julio,
Julio back?
he should be. So
Ooh, Julio
even
popping off.
yeah, like
Scotty
he could
Miller.
pop off. Yeah, yeah, Scotty. And then I mean they could just ride with Lenny too
Yeah,
and work with
playoff
that.
Lenny.
The 49ers at the Broncos. A lot of people were talking about this one for Sunday Night Football in
What
our
about
live.
Falcons Seahawks? Forgot about that one.
Oh, see, I have it on my favorites list, and I was going to save them because they're a 325 game.
Oh,
So
gotcha.
yeah, I forgot about them. But Falcons at the Seahawks. I do have the Hawks in this one, even though the Falcons have been competitive, and I could definitely see where. I mean, they were just a couple plays away from beating the Rams,
I'm
so they
going
could
Falcons. Let's go.
yeah. I mean, they could definitely do it
Good
for sure.
call.
The 49ers at the Broncos Sunday Night Football. I have the Broncos. I know they've been playing really poorly, but it's in Denver. I know San Francisco's got Jimmy G now, and the defense is clicking, but playing in Denver is tough.
Mm,
Prime
I'm
time.
going. I'm going 49ers. I think they're a lot better with Jimmy G. Hope Trey Lance
Yeah.
recovers, but I don't know. They are so good. Jimmy G like somehow never loses a game, so I'm riding
Yeah.
with him.
Okay. And then I think I got everything but one game. Monday Night Football.
Let's go.
Cowboys at the Giants. I'm gonna go to the Giants in this one. I am.
All right, screw you. I'm just gonna end the thing right now. Cowboys, Cooper Rush, MVP.
Okay, there you go.
The only thing that would make this whole thing better is if Ben DiNucci was the quarterback and actually played good.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
So where is he now?
Gucci
Whatever
DiNucci.
happened to him?
I think he's on our practice squad.
Is he?
Have
Gotcha.
you seen the video? I think I've said this before, where it's this guy on Madden, and he's it's so funny. He draws back to pass with Ben DiNucci, throws like a bomb, and then the guy catching, he's like Ben DiNucci.
I have not seen
Ah, it's awesome. I
that. That's
love,
awesome.
I love Gucci DiNucci.
But that was our week three picks. We're already in week three of the season. That's just crazy to me. It goes by so fast.
I know.
But the Cardinals start up here in about 10, 15 minutes or so. So gonna go watch that. Everybody have a good weekend. It's weird saying that because we're filming this on a Wednesday.
Yeah, I know.
But
Have a great
everybody
weekend.
have a good weekend. We will be back Monday morning with episode 52. Hopefully get another interview next week with the Mizzou baseball player Derek Williams. Have our giveaway this week as well. Trying to think of anything off the top of my head that's pretty big. We're almost at 1,600 followers on TikTok. So
Almost
keep.
at 30 on Twitter. We're at 27.
Hey, I saw that. We got a couple more. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But yeah, everybody have a great weekend. We will see you guys next time.
See you guys.